Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we begin a new series in which we'll drive the entirety of US Highway 72 west. US 72 begins at the corner of Main and Broad in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee, an intersection that also happens to be the western terminus of US Highway 76. Why they didn't just combine the two highways to make either US 72 or US 76 is a mystery. But as a result of that, US 72 has the distinction of being the only US highway to begin and end in the same state, while passing through two other states on the way, running from Chattanooga to Memphis, dipping down into Alabama and Mississippi. US 72 runs concurrent with US Highway 41 in state routes 2 and 17 here, and will be picking up US 11 and US 64 at the next light, forming a sextuplex. If you watched our US 11 series that we just completed, this video will cover the same stretch of highway as the last video in part 1 of that series, road trip number 894, but in the opposite direction. Here, overhead signs are prominently displayed guiding visitors towards 4 of the main attractions on Lookout Mountain, which lies directly ahead. As we proceed, State Route 17 diverges from our path, leading towards Ox Highway on the mountain's south side, providing access to Rock City and the Incline Railway. Our route, however, continues straight, encircling the eastern and northern side of the mountain, where another road leads to Ruby Falls and Point Park. Here, Broad Street ends and we turn right onto Cummings Highway, where we'll be driving at the foot of Lookout Mountain on the bluffs over the Tennessee River. The river is to our right and below us, with I-24 running along the edge of the river. The steep road to the left is known as Scenic Highway, which winds its way up and over the mountain, passing through the town of Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. Just up that ascending road lies Ruby Falls, a fascinating series of underground cascading waterfalls. Back in 1905, the original entrance to Lookout Mountain Cave was closed during the construction of a railway tunnel. However, in the 1920s, a cave enthusiast named Leo Lambert saw an opportunity to reopen the cave as a tourist attraction. To achieve this, he formed a company with the intention of creating a new entrance higher up the mountain and transporting visitors to the cave via an elevator. After purchasing land on the side of Lookout Mountain, above the original cave's location, Lambert's team began drilling through the limestone. During this process, they stumbled upon a small passageway measuring about 18 inches in height and 4 feet in width. Curious, Lambert explored this passage and made the remarkable discovery of the concealed Ruby Falls Cave and its magnificent waterfall. On a subsequent visit, he took his wife Ruby and decided to name the falls after her as a heartfelt tribute. As they continued their excavation efforts, the tunnelers eventually reached the Lookout Mountain Caverns, the original cave they were seeking, which extended 1,120 feet underground. On December 30th, 1929, the Lookout Mountain Caverns were opened to the public, and by the following June, the Ruby Falls Cave was also expanded and accessible to visitors. Over time, the lower of the two caves was blocked off due to Ruby Falls being the more popular attraction. In 1954, a pathway was carved around the basin of the falls, allowing tourists to enjoy a better view. Interestingly, visitors were humorously advised not to drink the fall's water, even though it was pure and safe to drink. This was due to the high concentrations of magnesium from the mountain strata, which acts as a natural laxative, and is quite a trek back to the surface where the nearest restroom is located. We'll conclude today's video at Tennessee Mile 30 near the 1940s era Budget Motel, which is no longer in operation as of 2019. Thanks for watching. We've enabled channel memberships, so for just $1 a month, you too can help support our channel. Click the link in the description to join. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.